Okay, let's talk investing in what could be, the proponents hope, a nuclear renaissance. US President Donald Trump just signed an executive order to quadruple the number of reactors in the US within the next 25 years. Critics are saying that plan is ambitious. There's so much bureaucracy to get through. Our guest says his company can help the government achieve the plan. We're joined by Jay Yu. He's founder and president of Nano Nuclear Energy, which is working on what the company hopes will be portable small nuclear reactors. Jay, thanks very much indeed for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a bit about yourself now, because you're not a nuclear engineer as such. You've been around Wall Street for 20 years. You were at Deutsche Bank. I mean, you have lots of distinguished scientists among your executives and on your board. But how did you get into running a nuclear company?
Yeah, so about 4 years ago, I was looking into what I was planning to do next in my career. I decided to become a founder, and I felt like I could build a company better than most other executives, because I was an investor before that, and also my background was capital markets. So I went all in on nuclear, and I just felt like with net zero goals, with all these countries around the world trying to reach that by 2030, by 2040, the only way to get there was nuclear. And I looked into solar and wind, and I felt like that's plateaued. So nuclear was the way. But to me, to truly mass produce and scale nuclear, you have to make it portable.
And that's your plan. So give us how big would these reactors be if you were to build them?
Sure. Our portable microreactors are 1 to 2 megawatts of electric. And we recently acquired one of the leading small reactor technologies in the US. We named it Kronos MMR. It's a stationary buried reactor that's actually a higher energy system, up to 15 megawatts. So now we could actually power and get into the data center world.
Right. So 1 to 2 megawatts, if you could give us an idea, would that could be a hospital, for example, a big hospital, enough power for that?
Yeah. Yeah. So you could power smaller industrial sites. You know what? Let's just look at 1 megawatt. That powers about 1,000 homes on average, you could say. So you could compare it to that. Also, think of military deployment, natural disaster relief, but it's really meant for like island communities as well. You know, like in Southeast Asia, there's hundreds of islands everywhere, in the Bahamas, also in Canada as well. Up north, there's tons of northern territories and towns that truck in millions of dollars of diesel. So if we could replace that with clean energy, that is an important area.
You've teamed up with some high power people, including Massachusetts Institute of Technology. A lot of your work is focusing on these molten salts. I know we can't get too technical, but why are you so interested in salts here?
Yeah, one of our reactor designs was developed by the chair of the Cambridge Energy Center and their team out there. And one of the areas we wanted to kind of hedge ourselves against was to make a salt-based reactor. So we teamed up and collaborated with MIT recently to basically do research around the salt, the heating mechanisms, how it moves, the flow. So that's a multi-year partnership with MIT to actually investigate that for our Odin reactor.
We should look at your stock. You went public, actually, I think it was a year ago to the day that you started trading, and your IPO is at $4. So the shares have, wow, not far off a 10-bagger since then.
Yes, I mean, we went public, I guess, at the right time. Big tech started pouring in, and to power this AI, quantum computing, and data centers, you need nuclear. So a lot of the big tech companies poured in. So we kind of rode those tailwinds. At the same time, we made strategic acquisitions. We were the #1 IPO performer in America in 2024. So I would say we were the Cinderella story of Wall Street.
It's going to take a while, though, isn't it? You're breaking new ground, so the regulators have to get comfortable, for one thing here.
Oh, yes. I mean, we also, with our acquisition, we also acquired a demonstration site in Chalk River in Ontario in Canada. So we're looking to be actually a North American provider of advanced nuclear technologies, not just the US. So we're reestablishing that as well. But yeah, you always have to go through the regulators to get this. But the good thing here is with our Kronos reactor, we're ahead of the game. I would say it leapfrogged Nano to being one of the leaders in the microreactor race.
That's interesting. Well, Chalk River in Ontario, of course, were a pioneering location for nuclear power.
Yes. Yes.
They may have even got the uranium for the bombs there. I can't remember in World War II. But so what is that project in Chalk River? Can you tell us anything about it?
Yes. So we're reestablishing what was there already. The Canadian National Labs was a partner there. We were in formal licensing with the regulators up in Canada as well. So it was a very advanced project, and we're just bringing it back to life after the acquisition. But we're very excited. I heard Chalk River too. There's per capita or that area is so dense with nuclear engineers. So we're excited to go back in there, create jobs, and really promote this for the mining companies as well, because there's tons of these remote mining operations that would love a portable reactor that could be stationed there that could provide base load energy.
We'll have to jump. Thank you very much, Jay.
Thank you so much.
Founder and president, Nano Nuclear Energy. We're out of time on commodities. The close is up next.